Welcome to Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona. This is Sandy, and today we're going to take a look back in time, and we're going to talk about that four-letter word that all of us have to use. So we started with a bare piece of property that did not have any trees or any plants, and I remember moving loads and loads of soil without finding worms. So you have to make the decision, the investment, to bring in compost. And pretty soon, things start to grow and things start to change. And so we took areas in our yard, and each summer we would do other things. We would start to build. I needed a garden shed, so Jill built me a garden shed. But every gardener knows that four-letter word, that is work. If you want to change a property, if you want it to become your own, you have to put the work in. Compost bins that we could control, adding ponds for wildlife, adding flowers to bring in more pollinators. We built things for ourselves. We built a pizza oven, but I wanted more pollinators in with all of our fruits and vegetables, so we added honeybees. We have a lot of native bees also that come to our property, and we found that so many different butterflies came, bumblebees came. And so we started to put plants and flowers in every nook and cranny. I started a YouTube channel so that I could share my knowledge with other people that wanted to have a suburban homestead. I was willing to put that work in. Joe was willing to put that work in. And our house has evolved. Pretty soon the front yard was fuller and fuller. Our fruit trees got bigger and bigger. And we added kiwis. We added all kinds of things to become self-sufficient. But every year it was different areas in our house, different areas in our yard. And we added a wooden fence. We added raised beds. We took that investment. We did the work, that four-letter word. We did the work to make our homestead self-sufficient, self-reliant, and self-sustaining. And every year we got to work that soil. We added rabbits for their poo, basically. We added chickens not only for their eggs, but to make more fertile soil. We started doing things that we could grow in the wintertime and in the summertime. We did different techniques, and even when we had 11 inches of snow, we were dreaming about how we can add to our homestead. We set up shelves so that we could do our own plants to be cost effective, no matter where we were, in Arizona or Wyoming. We added hydroponics, and pretty soon things changed. The flowers were bigger. The trees produced more. The soil was more fertile, and we could really see the difference. And then we took things like lilacs, started making jelly. We added different greenhouses and hoop houses, and we could see how things grew from bigger to the biggest, so that we were just so productive and we could do things. Now, every year we grow garlic. But every year you got to put the work in the fall to plant that garlic. You got to add things to the soil. Because if you think that you can just add amendments to the soil once and everything is good, you are wrong. You have to continually add. We added mulches to keep stuff fertile. We used our produce and we made jellies and jams and wines and anything we could think of that we could use our produce so that it would extend the life of it. Our grapevines became so productive, our apple trees, and even though we had apples all the time, they have just grown and grown, and the flavors had become better and better. Our pears are productive. If I couldn't afford a spice, I grew that spice. It's all about being self-sufficient, self-reliant, self-sustaining, and doing the work. Willing to do that four-letter word that is the work that makes you profitable. But using everything that you grow and wasting nothing so that you can benefit yourself, your family, your neighbors, your families, your friends. Become that person. Do the work. And all of a sudden, your yard is what you dreamed of.